Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another tier list. We're going to be ranking the best FIFA games from FIFA 13 to 22. I'm not going to do any older than that because I was like 5 years old, man. I was not 5, but I was young, so I didn't really play it back then. But we're going to be ranking the ones I have played and like actually played, not just chucked on Real Madrid and played against beginner, because that's what I used to do. Listen, we don't talk about it, but if you guys agree or anything, disagree, put it down in the comments below, man. It's always nice to have a conversation, you know what I mean? We're gonna be starting off with FIFA 13. Out of all of them, I think I started playing FIFA this year, but not properly, properly. Jesus, it's too late for this, man. It's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Jesus. FIFA 13 was probably the year I think this was my first ever FIFA I ever played a game on, and I know a lot of people have it ranked very highly, so I think I'm going to put it in W. I don't think it's the GOAT FIFA because my GOAT FIFA is probably different to a lot of people, but FIFA 14 was the first year I ever played the Ultimate Team. I remember because the World Cup mode is the best on FIFA. It is the best. It is the best game mode ever on FIFA. I'm saying that right now. I loved it, man. I had Miroslav Klose and Neuer. I was so gassed. I had this Luke de Jong was the best player on the World Cup mode. Incredible, man. FIFA 14 W, brilliant game. I think there's going to be a trend. I can tell you right now. The newer years are going near the bottom. The older years are going near the top. FIFA 15, another goated FIFA. It's a W. It's a B. I think that's how it should rank so far. Jesus, Messi was on 4 in a row. Jesus, I didn't even realize that. We know who EA's star boy is. The EA love him, man. FIFA 16 for me was the greatest FIFA of all time, man. This is my favorite FIFA of all time. I don't know why. I think everything about the game was beautiful, man. The menus were so lovely, man. For some reason, EA recently, they've gone for FIFA 22, they've gone for darker menus, man. They need to be bright, pink, blue, bright, man. They're so much nicer when they're bright, man. EA, next year, make it bright, please, man. I'm begging you. I'm tired of looking at like grey, sort of dark grey, black, and it just looks nicer when it's bright blue or something like that, man. FIFA 16 was beautiful. One of my favorite FIFAs ever. I think it's my favorite FIFA ever. I think a lot of people would say like FIFA 14 or 15, but for me, FIFA 16, I love that. It was brilliant to play. FIFA 17 next. FIFA 17 was an interesting one because I think this was a bit of a sticky one in EA's cycle. You know, they've been there 4 good years in a row. For me, FIFA 17 was meh. It wasn't the best FIFA. I think this was the first year where people fully like exploited the game, where there was a lot of issues in gameplay. And to be honest, I didn't really play this FIFA much because Fortnite was out. Don't laugh. Fortnite was goated in its prime. Never ever disagree with me there. But I didn't play this game much, but when I did play it, it wasn't the funnest to play compared to the 4 before it. It was not the most fun to play. So I think this was a bit of a blimp, anomaly, big boy words, you know. I don't think this was the best of FIFAs. FIFA 18 is a W, man. I think FIFA 18, I think it's here. I can't put it past FIFA 14 because it was my first ever FIFA, Ultimate Team wise. FIFA 18 was absolutely incredible. That World Cup mode on FIFA 18, my god, it was incredible. But let me not lie, the actual gameplay on FIFA 18 wasn't great. Like, I remember you could do that double tap B or square, whatever you shoot with, and it used to go in all the time. Like a low driven shot used to be double tap B, game over. Keeper can never save it. But World Cup mode on FIFA 18 was incredible. Not the gameplay, but the actual game mode was so good. I played like 300 games in 1 week. I loved it so much. Maybe 200. I think 300 is a bit crazy, but I played it so much, man. I loved that FIFA 18 game mode. World Cup, beautiful. FIFA 19. I think FIFA 19 is the start of the downfall of the FIFA years. You know, I think it is. FIFA 19, I think. Oh, I think it's on meh, but it's not better than 17. The 17 was quite bad. FIFA 19 was the year where FIFA 17 was like the first year where people used to exploit the game. But FIFA 19 was the first year where I think a lot of people were like try harding a lot Like, you started to see a lot of people try harding. I think this was the first year custom tactics got introduced. Like, it was a lot more less fun and more sweaty. Yeah, if I'm pretty sure I remember that correctly. The pack animation was incredible, man. I had some great packs that year, but the gameplay was not fun. I think this was the year El Tornado crosses and La Croquetas were the thing. I think this was the year, which is crazy because that was not a good year. That was the first year where people exploited. Oh my god, it was Zlatan Ibrahimovic flashback. Flipping hell. That I still see that guy in my sleep. Pain, the absolute pain. Aye. We then have FIFA 20. It's the first one at L. Awful game. Awful game, man. It was rubbish. The gameplay was horrible. It was boring, horrible, slow. It was just not a fun game to play. I do not need to say much about the game because it was horrible. I did not like FIFA 21 bit. FIFA 21 L as well is rubbish. It's just not a good game last year at all. The only thing which saved FIFA 21 from being in we probably can't say that word because we might get demonetized. You know what? The only thing that stopped FIFA 21 from being in shit was the summer because it was lockdown. The 85 times 10, the real ones, remember. If you remember, drop a comment below because the 85 times 10 that saved the game. I'm not gonna lie. The 85 times 10 saved FIFA 21 from being in shit. The 85 times 10 was incredible. It was brilliant. The 85 times 10, like that saved that one SPC saved the whole year of that game, even though the gameplay was horrible. We then have FIFA 22, obviously the latest FIFA. It's going to shit. If it could be any lower, I would make it go as low as possible. My god, this gameplay is horrible. I honestly think this is the worst game we've ever had. That's why it's in shit. If you can see, all the old ones at the top, and as it gets older, as it gets newer, they keep going worse. Yeah, if that's not a sign, man. FIFA 22 is the worst FIFA we've ever had, man. The rebounds, 90th minute, 45th minute. Oh my days, don't get me started on that. It's awful. I can't even. I don't even really stream anymore because I can't play the game and enjoy it. It's not fun. It's awful. Like on the older FIFAs, you're like, you know what, I can put up with it a bit because like every now and then you feel some fun. I never feel fun playing the game. Like the only reason I play it is for Foot Champs picks, and they're always dead. Like I actually despise this FIFA. eFootball, I beg you, but do something good because FIFA 22 awful. I mean, it is absolutely rubbish. Don't get me wrong. The first month of the game was incredible. I was like, oh my god, am I playing FIFA or am I playing FIFA 14? The first month of the game was beautiful. It was so smooth. Everything just felt nice in the gameplay. But then, of course, all the casuals were like, we can't defend manually. We need the AI. And what do EA do? They always cater to the casuals. So what do? They ramp up the AI and they make all the gameplay worse. Oh, it was just horrible, man. The first week of the game, the first couple weeks of the game, I was like, this actually might be the best FIFA of all time. I was just thinking that. I was like, this game is incredible. And then you could see the downfall, and it was not fun. I mean, there's way too many cards this year which are insane. Like, it's just horrible, man. The market as well. Like, how can you have Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe, Neymar all under 100k? Crazy. I don't like the market. The market is horrible. They need to fix the market. I don't know how you fix that market, but it's horrible, man. Like, it's actually shit. The market's actually shit. There's no fun in playing FIFA. Like, the only fun you get from playing FIFA is the SPCs and the packs, and that's because you don't actually play the game. You play the menus. I think if EA released two separate games, gameplay and menus, people would buy the menus more. I would buy the menus. I would not buy the gameplay. What is the point, man? The gameplay is horrible. I know some people say, oh, it's so fun, it's so fun. You're lying to yourself. Look dead in the eye to yourself in the mirror and say to yourself you enjoy FIFA 22. Because I know people do not. And I know people have said it. Hey, if you truly deep down enjoy FIFA 22, if I'm being honest, you low-key need to see somebody, because it's not right. It's like saying I enjoy watching people die. Like, it's not right, man. It's just a bit weird, a bit sick in the head. You know what I mean? Like, you probably got something wrong. You maybe have a quarter of a brain. I'm not too sure. Do you have a bit of my falling out your ear? Like, it's not right. The game is in the bin. It's trash. It's absolutely trash. The only reason people play it is because there's nothing else. You know what I mean? There's nothing else, man. I'm rambling on too much, but FIFA 22 is bottom tier. Bottom tier. It's the worst FIFA game we've ever had by a mile, and I think it's only gonna get worse next year as well. But hey, I guess we'll see next year. But I have my suspicions it's gonna be absolutely awful next year, because apparently they removed chemistry as well, which is the only sort of creativity in the game. If everybody links to everybody, what is the point of leagues or nations or anything like that, man? Rubbish. If it's actually true, the leaks, reliable sources have said it. Absolutely rubbish if it's true. But anyway, lads, if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. And the ladettes, is that a word, ladettes? Ladies, or ladie in Francais. You know, whatever you're into. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. If you guys if you disagree, agree, put it down in the comments below, man. Thank you for watching, and peace.